Cook Up Academy.
I know you want it, you looking for it. I know who got it. She talk about it in every EP, leave you Don't nobody ever be on what she be on. This is LOL with Kiki Simone. Life out loud.
Did you miss me?
What's up, everybody? What's up? It's your girl, Kiki Simone. Welcome to Life Out Loud with Kiki Simone and friends. I got my people in the building today.
You already know who
we
in
are.
the building.
You already know? Mm-hmm. Who is it?
Man, I don't even know, but you know when you know.
Oh, okay.
That's how you know.
That's how you know.
Flat out.
Flat out.
New language.
Wow. Well, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining in and listening. We are so thankful and grateful that you chose this particular podcast to listen to. As B Wonder says, we are the number one syndicated podcast in the land.
Listen, I'm on that all in your ear, so make sure you share it on all your YouTube channels so it can go through the YouTube algorithm.
Yes.
So that way we can be seen and help other people.
That's right.
We want to help everybody.
We want to help everybody.
So please don't be afraid to share. Hit the like button, the notification, so when
That's
that
right.
bell come up, you see that notification on your phone.
Subscribe.
That means a new episode is dropped.
Please do. Please listen. Please listen, please. Oh my goodness. But we do thank y'all for taking the time to listen to us. We really appreciate you. I got my boy B Wonder in the
Facts.
building. What's up, B Wonder?
Blessed in the mug. You know, I'm happy.
What does that mean? Blessed than a mug.
Blessed than
heard that in a minute.
mug. You know, I'm just blessed.
What is a
by
mug?
favor. You know,
Thought a mug is like this. You hold
Yeah.
it, you drink out of it.
Yo,
Okay.
blessed in the mug. You
Okay.
know?
I don't think we be knowing what we be saying.
I
don't.
It's just a terminology. Just saying,
It
I
is.
am really. I have the favor of God. I'm really blessed.
You are. Oh, you have
Blessed
the
in the mug.
That's
favor
a
of
new meaning.
God.
Yeah.
God.
God. With a G-O-D and a T. Period.
I know.
We also got my girl Keisha V, our life coach, in the building. What's up, Keisha V?
What's up, people?
Hey to the people.
Hey to the people.
That's her thing. Well, that's what I like to hear her say, especially like when we first started the podcast. That was her thing. Hey to the people. Hey.
Hey to the people.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
And we have a newbie with us today.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
We have one of our podcast listeners on. See, you too can be a podcast listener and be on the LOL with Kiki Simone.
Facts.
If
For
you are in,
$19.99.
Be sure to subscribe.
that's right. We got my girl Mahogany in the building. Mahogany.
Come on, and
Sing.
sing. Come on and
Ooh yeah.
sing. Oh wow.
Ooh yeah. Ooh yeah.
1993 in the house, y'all.
Ooh yeah.
That Jodeci.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's right.
Jodeci boots.
That's
Jodeci
Jodeci.
boots. The boots. Yes.
Silly.
2 steps then to the left.
There you
Yes.
go.
2
That's
steps
it.
then to the
That's it.
right.
That's
Like,
it.
you know.
Wow.
Welcome,
Wow.
sis. Welcome.
you.
Welcome to the podcast. So,
Yes.
Mahogany, we are so thankful that you're here with us today.
Definitely.
Thank you so much for taking the time to come out
Of
and be a
course.
part of the podcast.
Facts.
So, on this particular podcast, what we do is we talk about real issues,
Yeah.
perspectives, and even some solutions. And we have what's called the pink elephant. And what the pink elephant is that's kind of like our hot topic of the day. So
Yep.
it's the stuff that people like to sweep under the rug and things of that nature. And so we like to talk about it here. Stuff that people
Facts.
don't like to deal with. So today we got a good hot topic. But before we get into that, I want to ask y'all a question.
All right.
Y'all ready?
What's the question?
Okay, so the question is, if I could live, if Kiki, right?
Okay,
Me,
right.
this girl, Kiki Simone,
All right.
you know.
You.
Yeah, me.
And you.
Me.
And you.
And you're gonna love me.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Don't come on. Don't come on.
Stay back in the cut.
Stay in the cut. Stay in the cut.
I want to stay in the front.
Listen, I'm going to the BGVs.
Now, I want to stay in the front.
Stay in the front.
Okay, so anywho, if I, Kiki Simone, could live your life for one day, what do you think I would be surprised by the most?
Oh, wow.
What do you think I'd be if I could live in your life for one day? What's one thing that y'all probably think that he just don't know about y'all, or that something that goes on that people just really don't know? So if I could live
good
your
question.
life
That's
for
hard,
one
yeah,
day,
'cause
That is hard.
Yes, it
Because
that's a hard question.
that is because I don't know what
Yes.
you would be surprised by.
I don't know. Try me. Like, what's something that you think that I would be surprised by?
That's really hard.
really
You know
'Cause
so
you
much
know a
about
lot of-
me.
yeah.
It's like that's hard for it's hard
Especially
for me.
from a professional level too. So it's just like it's not just personal, but you know both spectrums. So it's just like, okay, well, what should be
Okay, well, let's pretend that our live audience
okay.
that we have here
Okay.
were to live in your shoes for a day. What's something that they may not know about you? What would surprise them the most?
You would ask a question and have us stumped.
I
Exactly.
would, right?
really stumped.
Like 30 minutes later.
Right.
What
Okay.
question?
What was the question again? Like we don't forgot.
I forgot.
I feel
got
like
lost in my
SpongeBob.
mind.
Yes.
45 minutes later.
Hey, well, thank you for tuning in to our LOL
Exactly.
podcast.
We talked about absolutely
We're
nothing.
gonna go ahead and drop our social
Listen
media
to us
handles
breathe.
and
Hit us up to hear more of that.
That's something definitely we can give you.
I mean, I'm really sitting here thinking about what do I do?
Me too.
Oh, okay. I think.
Okay.
Okay. I may have one.
What?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm just throwing something out there so we can kind of just jot some ideas. But I do draw. So I don't.
Okay,
I
I
don't
didn't
know.
know that.
Now I don't know if it's something you're
You
looking
draw
for.
well.
I draw. I draw well.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Good.
I got to get back into it though, because you know how you don't use it, you lose it. Mm-hmm. I still got it, but it's just like it needs sharpening back up.
Okay.
'Cause I used to do it a lot in my private time.
I didn't know that you
It's kind
drew.
of peaceful. Yeah.
I've never seen you draw before. See?
Okay,
I learned
so-
something new about you.
I'm trying, girl, because you
That
know
really
this every
surprised
day.
me. That surprised me for real. Like I know you do graphics, but everybody that do graphics on a laptop or computer
Right.
can't draw.
Right.
So that isn't something that,
Yeah. I got to sharpen it back up. Though. I got to get back on my A
Okay.
game.
Oh, what about you, Keisha V?
What about me?
What about you? What you gonna do?
Hey,
What you gonna do?
hey.
Listen,
I color.
Throwback.
Keisha, did you just really say you color?
I do, but
hey.
adult coloring books.
Okay, see, I didn't know that.
See, you for the judge.
didn't know
You
that.
was finna judge.
When she,
Then
you see how
Cutthroat
she stopped?
Keys was gonna come
Now
out
you asked me
and
no.
slander that
We
giant.
don't know.
Wait a minute.
We don't know about you. And then
Wait
it's
a
like, oh, you
minute.
do that?
I thought
You color? How dare you?
Really? That's disrespectful.
And
Right.
that takes a lot.
I thought she was
It
going to
does.
say she had like
It
an
does.
8-pack
Like-
of crayons.
Not the fat ones. The big ones you got to hold with your whole hand. Don't
Exactly.
do that. Don't do that.
That takes skill. That is not easy.
You got to stay in the lines with that.
Be all
That's why I was
sides.
like, you what?
I have color pencils. Okay.
Okay. See,
Not
specifics. This is
Yes. The Pacifics.
Yes.
The Pacific.
Yes.
Like the ocean.
the
Yes.
specifics.
Specific.
So we know that you color and you have
Facts.
coloring books with
It's very
colored
relaxing.
pencils.
Yes.
Okay. You see, I did not know that whatsoever.
Right. Learn something
Facts.
new today.
I did. You draw? Maybe you can color what he draws.
Maybe I can.
Oh
We
my
can do a
God! Look at the
collab.
Lord. You see what he just did?
See,
He
now
just,
you
you
gotta
see what he
add
just
something,
did?
You gotta add something to us. You gotta add something to us.
Wait. I bet she gonna say she made the pages. I bet. What's up,
Make a
Paige?
book, okay?
We
Propels.
got a whole book right here. A whole book.
Everything.
We just do equal parts.
I can't color
Okay.
or draw. But you guys went with something that was relaxing to you, so I'll stick with that. It's not
Okay.
anything artistry. That's my
Right.
daughter. But I do for relaxation like to shoot, and I like to ride my motorcycle.
Oh, I didn't know that. I think I knew about the motorcycle, but not
Whoa.
shoot. I didn't know you like to shoot.
Now, I do
Okay.
like to go to the gun range.
Yes,
I
I,
do like
keep
to go
my
to the
gun
gun
with me
range.
at all times, so
Oh.
I definitely like to do
That,
that.
packing, y'all.
that is definitely a stress reliever.
She's packing.
It is.
Wow.
That's
y'all
a real
could've
stress
seen
reliever.
that.
Man,
We're a
look,
little nervous right now.
listen, I was just like, oh my God.
I didn't know
I'm at
if
the gun
we-
range right now. everybody
you
not
see in
here.
that moment right then because you was like in
was
it.
shooting.
And that's a difference because back
It is.
home we didn't have to go to the range. I just went outside in the backyard and
Right.
Got them cans.
Yeah,
Right.
that was it. But now you have to do the whole go to
Yeah,
the gun range
you
and
do.
all of that.
Oh,
And
Where
get
is
your
back home?
license and all
North
that stuff.
Carolina.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. The
she from
country.
North Carolina.
Yes,
North
country.
Carolina.
What part?
I can't
Nice.
even say it.
It's called Kannapolis, but
Kannapolis.
it's close to Charlotte.
Okay, I was
Okay.
about to say I got family in Charlotte, so that's why I asked.
Yeah, it's right out, a little town right outside of Charlotte.
Okay. You know, and I was born somewhere out there too.
Why you
Listen.
made it sound like somebody just dropped you off out there?
I don't know. It's just like I live
Somewhere.
I just wanted to.
just want to be in the conversation.
I just want to be in the conversation.
Because I'm like, you've been alive, looking dead in your house.
Look, it's
Like, I thought you were a
like, I'm
little
still
West Coast.
walking, so I'll let you know when I see a
Straight from
sign.
Cali. You're talking about somewhere out there too. Yeah.
Yeah, we said somewhat. We didn't say where in the vicinity.
You know
yet.
what?
But when
Goodbye.
you said that, I was like, I'm on the East Coast. I
Come
thought you were
on.
West Coast. So.
She on a whole
Bow
nother
wow.
road.
Dum, 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 dum.
That's right. That's,
That's
right.
it.
Oh my goodness. I was just trying to be a part of the conversation. Like all y'all got stuff that, you know, relaxing, color, draw, and here I am.
Well, what do you
Wait,
do
wait.
that's
We
relaxing
finna
to
flip
you,
the
though?
script now.
Right.
What is
What is
something
yours?
about you that we may not know that will shock us?
I think you guys know everything.
Uh-uh.
Nah.
You're going to sit here and have us stumped, and then you don't want to do it.
You got 10 seconds.
Okay. I gave you more than 10.
It don't matter.
Oh, okay. Cutthroat.
Let's cut throw keys. Come out at
Cutthroat.
any
5
given time.
seconds left.
Where's the
Okay.
SpongeBob?
Where
3 seconds left.
Okay, da. What can we know about you?
I'm going to say that I like, Keisha knows this already, I think, though, that I like to watch synchronized swimming.
Yeah.
See, you already
I
knew
didn't
that.
know that. I didn't know.
I did not.
Yeah,
know
I like
that
to watch
So
synchronized
2 out of
swimming.
3 is you win. You win.
I would have just lost because I didn't know none of y'all stuff and
Right.
she knew mine.
But I didn't know that either.
Okay.
We'll take it.
You will? Appreciate it.
Not a problem.
Thanks.
That's what friends are for.
Come on, Dion.
To support him and mom.
Is that Michael? Is that Michael Jackson?
It switched from Dion to Michael. You see how he flowed into her?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That
With
happens
the
a lot.
vibrato. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well. Okay. We gonna move on. Well, again, thank y'all for listening. We're gonna
Yes.
go ahead and I think I feel a hurt coming in, so I think
God.
it's about that time as we transition.
Listen, I believe the studio is herd proof because as many pink elephants we had from season 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, I don't think it's hurt proof yet.
Okay.
No, you
well,
don't think
know.
so? It's-
No.
Are they stomping on you? Like,
I think so.
I can't.
Oh my goodness! So the hurt has come,
It has come.
and it was not hurt proof.
Hey, listen, not at all.
Okay, so we're gonna get into our pink elephant. That is our
Yes.
transition for us to get into our pink elephant, which is the conversations that we typically like to avoid, sweep under the rug, and things of that nature.
Facts.
But we're gonna come from a different perspective or a different angle this time in this particular episode. This time in our pink elephant is, what would you do testing your relationship? So I want you guys to really, really put on your thinking hats and tell me if this is something, if you would salvage your relationship
Okay.
or if you would kick it to the curb. Okay.
So basically a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, we on that. Let's
Okay.
go.
So I'm gonna give y'all some scenarios. If y'all got
be
some for
funny.
me too, you can give
No.
me some. But I got
You
some
want me to be more
scenarios here for
straightforward,
y'all.
don't
They can't. Y'all, we need
We're going to be
cameras.
good. We're going to be
They're not gonna be good.
Yes, uh-huh. We-
They're not
I'm
gonna be
always
good.
good. It's that one over there. That one.
Mahogany. Don't.
Look,
Mahogany, I would never bring you into this AB equation, so I would never do that.
Come
Oh,
on over to
goodness.
the dark side.
See, I told you. She's like, come on.
Whatever. I'm silly for real.
Okay, here's our first question
Okay.
or our first scenario. After dating for 6 months, you make plans for your partner to meet your best friend. You introduce them. All goes well. 6 months later, you find a love letter from your best friend to your partner. But this was before you introduced them, so you thought. What do you do, and would you end that relationship?
Man, we gotta get some specifics here.
So
Okay.
I introduced Keisha to my husband, but I didn't know that Keisha already knew my husband in a more intimate way before we got together. But neither one of them said nothing to me.
Okay.
Okay, that's a big
So
piece.
so basically, they both know you. It's like, is this a scenario from where they both know you, or to where, let's just say, they know each other, but you may not know, you know?
I didn't know that they knew each other.
Okay. So you staying in the dark here.
Yeah, I'm in the dark, but I find a love letter from Keisha to my husband
This was prior to y'all
prior
getting
to us getting
okay.
together.
All right.
But they
Okay.
never told me that they
We're together in the first
were
place.
together in the first place.
Okay.
Do you stay or do you go?
Listen, I need some.
Do I pop the trunk or do I not? No.
Listen, I need some orange juice for this oatmeal I'm trying to swallow. Cause this right here, ooh.
Because I my whole thing with this question is when we talk about communication and relationships, how open, who was supposed to tell you that they were with that person? Is it the best friend or is it the significant other?
More so
like
the
who's
significant.
supposed to tell you?
Mostly the significant other, because usually you have a conversation even with dealing with your past. Usually, it depends.
It depends on what? I'm sorry.
Sorry. Listen, we got some goodies here in the studio. Sorry, you know.
I'm good.
I'm gonna put this on the ground. Hold on.
Okay. So I want to know, like, what? Who has to tell me? Who's supposed to tell me?
I would say the significant other though, because it's like
I would say the best friend.
I would say both.
okay, wait, true.
Oh, well, we got one of each.
Right.
I guess because
Why does
okay, well, what question is? Did you knew the partner before you knew the friend?
It wouldn't have mattered.
I'm just asking in per se before you even got with your significant other. I'm just asking.
Did I know my partner?
I'm gonna say the
Far as
best
the
friend,
friend.
because I would think they were in your life first,
Right. Right.
So they would be like when you meet a dude, y'all don't just hit it off right then. But if I know you talking to him and y'all are in a talking stage, then I would think it would be on me to say, "Hey, girl, guess what? I done had your man." So
Right.
I would think that would come from me first. Now he should, tell you as well. But the first person, I would think it would come from the person who knows you.
Okay.
I guess for me, if he was very serious about where we were going, I would feel like he should be the first person to say it. And then if she definitely needs to be saying something.
Right.
So,
right.
For me, it would be vice versa, just because I would want to see where his dedication was with us. It wouldn't even have anything to do with her.
Okay.
True that.
Okay.
Now I wouldn't let him know that she told me.
Okay.
Right.
I
you
would
just
want
see
to
how
see if
that
he's
play
gonna
out.
tell me,
Right.
but she better tell me first.
Right.
But
Okay.
okay, go ahead, and then I'm
Well,
gonna add
'cause
something
that-
to this.
Yes. So I feel for me it's the significant other because I feel like when you're building, you're getting to know each other's past. Like you get to know everything about the person, or should to a degree. But she makes a valid point with the best friend too. But it all depends on how long they knew each other, because I feel like if you're introducing him to her, then obviously she knew the whole time.
Yeah, that's
versus
what
he
I'm
did.
saying.
So
They both did.
I would. Oh well.
They
Ooh,
both
that is
did.
Hard.
They
But
both knew.
That is hard. That's a hard one.
I was in the dark.
For me, I would say the significant other. Just for me, because I'm
Okay.
the type of person I don't want things to come back to bite me. That's
Okay.
just me.
Right.
So I would put that out. Like, listen, I dated this person. This, like,
So because neither one of them said anything,
Right.
do I break that relationship?
I wouldn't say break it, but I would say kind of modify and adjust in the sense of, okay, we need to have a serious talk.
Okay.
And be very, it hurts the trust process of it.
It really does.
So it can put a dent in it, but I don't think it's something that is breakable.
So how would you feel like, okay, because I'm putting myself in this scenario, right? I don't know how I would feel knowing that I'm with
pissed.
my husband and Keisha has been with my husband. Well, of course, everybody done been with somebody else before.
Right.
But this is my best friend. And she writing a love letter about how she loves him and all the whatever they got going on, knowing that you've been with my husband. So now I'm going to find it very difficult for both of y'all to be in the room because I know that she had these strong feelings for him.
Well, see, you just
It would be difficult for me to be like, hey, okay, we straight.
Well, when you said significant other, I'm thinking somebody that you're
Okay, we can
dating,
even say
or-
dating. We could
or-
even just say that.
Okay, so but on husband, that's a whole different level
Okay.
because that should have been squared away when y'all was first talking.
But it still happens.
But it's still, and it does. But at the same time, and then it's like, okay, well, how long has this been going? Is this still ongoing? Like, how old is the letter?
True.
It can go down a whole rabbit hole with this.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it puts me in the mind of that unwritten rule of don't date my man if you my friend, or don't date my ex if you my
Definitely does.
like for me,
It definitely does.
I get it to a certain extent, but more so I don't, because that may be the person you're supposed to be with. Like, who knows? I don't like that whole, well, you can't like him or you can't talk to him because I used to talk to him. So y'all didn't work. And if y'all over, you should be all right. You know what I mean? And people gonna do what they do regardless, whether you was with them or not, whether you leave them in the same room, whether you're in two different states. If they want to meet up, they're gonna meet up.
Do it.
Exactly.
So you can't stop a person from doing the thing. Now, if it's on you and you just not gonna trust them, then that's on
And
you.
that's it. Yeah.
And
But-
my thing also is, if just like how you're saying, if he's not going to cancel that and deal with, he's going to have to deal with that
Right.
to secure you, because he can't be hiding things and not being upfront and like trustworthy with you, and you find out eventually. So if he doesn't do anything even after the fact, okay, now it's even a more serious problem than I thought.
Right. And I guess for me, it's this exactly what y'all are saying. Him and how we deal with that is a total separate entity with how me and her are dealing with the situation.
Right.
Because if me and him are in something serious, even after 6 months, I really not gonna say I don't care about my best friend, but at that point, it's
y'all. Yeah,
Exactly.
it's the relationship. Yeah,
So
A, B, see your way out.
yeah, at the end of the day, she's gonna be a friend or she's not gonna be
exactly.
a friend. So if we get on the straight and narrow, then she'll either fall in line or figure it out, or we gonna respect the boundaries that we got going on over here.
And most of the time, they usually fall off, like over a period of time.
Who
They
falls
use
off?
The friend.
I don't know if,
Falls
if
off
that's
like
like
what?
my best
Well,
friend.
No, I'm not gonna fall off.
No. I mean, far as
the boundaries and
no, I'm talking about far as
set.
being respectful.
Right.
Like when they see the seriousness of that and it's a true friend, they'll.
Well, see, the thing was, Keisha would have never told me. I would have found a letter.
Right.
That's my whole thing. Like, so it's, I don't know. I don't know if I could just like, because I don't know if she gonna be thinking like, oh dang, that could have been me, or
And
you
see,
know.
for me, I guess I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I guess for me it would be I wouldn't even want to carry that worry. So I would look at it like, okay, I found this letter. Me and you're gonna have a conversation about the letter that I found, and it could have been, oh girl, that was old. You know, that was something that I was feeling at that time, and then boom, we're on to the next. But as far as not feeling like I could date them because they dated, I don't think I would carry that.
Or feeling like we can't be.
In a
I don't
sense.
want to feel in that same space, or feel like I can't trust my friend. Because if you're my friend, then I have to trust you. You know what I'm saying? And if I find this letter, okay, like you said, that was back in the day, whatever. Yeah, I felt like that. I do not feel like that. But that's going to be on you,
Now,
whether
she
you
talking
accept
about
that or
yesterday.
not.
Now, we got a whole
Right.
different-
You know what I'm saying? Like if it's fresh, that's a different story.
But I'm still thinking like if I'm introducing you guys, or I'm thinking I'm introducing y'all,
Oh, and we know
you're
it. Yeah.
and y'all know, but I don't. Y'all, oh hi, nice to meet
Right.
you.
And it's fake.
and
And
it's
it's
yeah.
fake.
Yeah.
But you ain't said nothing to me like right
It's
there.
not
That's
cool.
when
Right.
when that trust is
Yeah.
broken. Like right there.
I feel you.
because
Yeah.
y'all been playing this from any time after that introduction.
And
Right.
also, it's kind of like premeditated. Like, hey, look, she want to introduce me, especially if they're somewhat still communicating.
And if they're
And that's still
not,
their friend,
it's just I need to
quote
find
unquote.
out why you didn't say anything.
Right.
We need
True.
to have a conversation because you just never know. And then people could be nervous, scared, just
not wanna
anything.
say
Yeah, not
anything
want to
in
rock the
that
boat,
moment,
not want to
right.
do anything to be
Exactly.
like, well, dang, she may really like this dude. Now she's not going to talk to him no more. We going to not be friends. It's so many things that can happen with that.
It's a
So
lot.
Right.
you just need to have a conversation.
It's
when
like a spider web.
comes about.
Yeah.
Yeah. It can go so many different ways.
Yeah, that communication with the friendship as
Yes.
well as that relationship.
Exactly. Two
Yeah.
separate conversations.
And that's really important for me. Like I gotta be straight, honest, straight out the gate. Like I don't need nothing coming back on me at all,
Because it will.
because it will. And then I'm
definitely
gonna
will.
miss out on a good
Crazy.
thing because
Yeah.
I didn't say anything.
Right.
It definitely will. Okay, I got another scenario for y'all.
Okay.
Okay, your ex references, I'm sorry, the person you're with references their ex quite often in conversation with you. At first, it was okay because he's just telling you about, what happened in their relationship. At first, it was okay. But now, it's a bit annoying because everything has to do with their ex. Do you
Comparison.
end that relationship? It don't- and not even just like comparison, but just like yeah, she used to do blah 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 blah. That's what gets on my nerves. Or yeah, I remember when she used to do this to me, and just anything, any place they can find a way to integrate
Right.
their ex in the conversation.
I guess
Do you have a
That-
is that something that you know about mahogany?
it's something that I've experienced.
Oh, okay.
Even my husband and I've dated 2 people in my lifetime. My husband, who got married for 11 years, and then I had an ex. So with me, I would reference him. It was me doing the reference.
Okay. Okay.
So for him, it was like, okay, why does she keep talking about him? Like, is she trying to go back in the beginning?
Right.
But then I didn't even realize I was doing that because any experience that I had was only with him
Right.
at that time. So if we were having a conversation, it wasn't that I was referencing him. It was more so referencing the situation.
Okay.
And he just so happened to be a
be
part
in
of
it,
it.
yeah.
And then I wasn't thinking about him like that. So I was just saying the name over and over. And my husband like, what in the world? But then once we had that communication
Right.
and had that understanding, because I even had a family member like pull him to the side and say, hey, she always talking about like try to start that bug.
Wow.
Exactly.
And
That's not
that's
good.
when, and of course he came to me, and then it was, okay, I didn't even realize it was like that.
Right.
And now he can hear his name 50 times and he ain't shaking
Ain't bothered
about
by it.
anything. But so me, I mean, I was the one doing it, so I can't really say.
Don't leave me. Look, don't leave me.
Okay.
I think it's different for men because a lot of times men tend to move on and move forward like pretty quick. So a lot of times for the men, they try to forget their ex in a sense sometimes, depending on how bad the previous situation was. But I've been kind of like, I don't want to say I've been referenced, but they'll ask me, okay, well, with your ex, like, do I remind anything, any way, or any shape, fashion, or form of her? I was like, no, because this is different. Like for me, I'm very careful about. No, I'm not gonna say, well, she used to do this. Of course, you know I am, girl. Listen, I'm trying to protect what's mine. This is peace. Like, look, we each other's peace, okay? Like, ain't letting nobody trying to bring in a storm. But I remember she asked me that, and I was just like, well, where is this going? Where is this coming from? Because I'm like, if I'm with you and I'm getting to know you, that's it. There's
But
no
what about them?
comparison.
What if they keep mentioning their ex for you? Is that a deal breaker for you to say, I need to cut this off?
It's not a deal breaker, but it's a conversation that we gotta have.
Right.
Okay, but what if it don't stop?
Then I have to evaluate, is that something that is a deal breaker for me? If it is, then okay, bye. If not, then I'll either adjust or just step away.
Oh, let me stop smacking my teeth. Sorry.
She was ready to go in for the kiss. She was like, you know you want to stay. You know
Nobody
you want to
adjusting
stay.
to that. No.
No. Well, I only say adjusting if you see the person actually making good intent of changing.
It never stopped.
And
But okay.
But well, the way she made it sound like never stopping, it's like, I don't care about your feelings. I'm gonna do this.
Right, right.
If it's like that, then no. But if the person is really gradually changing that because it is a habit,
Right.
okay, I can adjust to that, but not just somebody just off cold turkey. Like, no, you just gotta deal with it. Like, he ain't a threat. Okay, no, but you don't understand what this is doing. Like, you need to understand that. If you don't, I'm out. I'm not gonna tolerate that.
Okay. What about you?
Well, there we
Keisha.
go. You're out. You're not gonna
Look,
tolerate it.
this is where she's been
I'm
looking
just-
for the
I'm
whole
just-
time.
I'm
Look,
just asking.
sure.
Personally, I'm not gonna want to hear that. So, what's the deal? You want to get back with her? Y'all still talking? Might not what you want? Because those are questions that are gonna be in my head.
It's gonna pop up.
Because why is she still on your lips? Shut it.
Yeah.
Okay, you right here.
Why is she
Y'all
still on
need
your
to see
lips when you
Keisha's
turned your
face.
back? That's what I need to know.
We need cameras so you can see Keisha's face.
I'm just-
Why is she on your lips?
I'm just saying, like,
saying.
I need to be on your lips. That's the only one that needs to be on your lips.
And
So
that's
if
it.
I feel
Goodbye.
like your attention is divided in your mind.
Okay.
So that's a problem for me.
I would. So
You
you would.
fix that.
So you would end that relationship.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to you.
Oh,
right?
no, don't
And I'm
backpedal
gonna-
now.
Hey,
Don't backpedal now.
backpedal because
Uh-huh.
I'm not just gonna say, "Hey, I'm out," but we're gonna have a discussion,
Facts.
and I'm gonna give you a number in my mind of when you need to stop.
But what if it never gets to that number, Keisha?
Oh my god.
And you need to call Rebecca, okay, or Shantanika up and let her
think you
know
better
she's still on
call.
the brain, and we need to holler back at each other, and y'all just go ahead and get together.
Not
Yeah,
Rebecca
do y'all
and
thing.
Shantanika.
I'm just saying.
I think you
Rebecca
better
and
call
Shantanika.
Shanika.
Oh my goodness. And yeah, you just would need to tell her to call Tyrone,
Yeah,
right?
facts.
Okay, so for me, I think that I would have to. I'm just straight out like I'm out. Like I don't think that I can, just really deal with. I just would feel like you're not over her. So
Facts.
Yeah.
And there's no need to even start something if that's still.
yeah, I
Fresh.
just would think that you're just not over her. And when I start to feel like I'm not important, then I just have to. I wing myself off. And you will.
Thank God for my little husband.
You will
He
not.
gets understand.
Okay, but see the Lord knew. Shout out, boy.
Shut up.
I came with y'all. Okay, so here's our next one, right?
Okay.
Okay, so you've been through a lot with your partner. I mean, a lot. You're recently engaged. You get a call that they've been in an accident and will most likely never be able to fend for themselves. Do you still marry them?
Now, if the Lord God said that this is your husband.
If y'all done
To
been
be.
through a whole bunch.
No, I'm not going to leave you. This is my thing right here. Because if we've gotten to the place of engagement, then you are mine. Like, I already know this is what it's supposed to be. And God knew you was going to be in this accident and this was going to happen. So I'm not just going to leave you because that could be me. I could have gotten to this accident and then I'm looking at you like, oh, you can't walk? I'm out. No. So I'm not going to leave you. Now, if we just talking.
Honestly, that's different because if you're saying you're just talking, that's like a whole different.
That's what I'm saying. But like,
You're
if we
just
just
getting
talking
to know
or
each
if
other,
we
or-
like boyfriend and girlfriend, it might be a different story.
Okay.
So yeah, I might have to be like, you know what? I'm not really ready to take this one right now. We're gonna get your home health aid, and you're gonna be okay. But
You gonna get a ring back?
no, because that's mine. We're gonna keep that.
That's mine. She's like, I ain't giving out nothing.
We ain't giving no ring back. But appreciate you. I'll call you every now and again and check on you.
Keep it ring and God bless you.
Oh boy. But
But
how
no,
do
I
what
wouldn't
about
leave you. Though. I wouldn't
So
leave
you
you.
said the day before the wedding.
Well,
No.
just before you're just engaged.
Okay.
Wait, so that matter if it was a week before?
Yeah.
No, that's what I
What was this
thinking. I'm
about a
like,
week ago? I was like, oh Lord.
If we really about to go to like the altar for real, I'm with you. I'm riding with you all the way.
Okay.
So if it's 6 months out,
If we're still figuring some things out, I'm gonna support you in getting you the help that you need to
Okay.
make it, moving forward. I'm not gonna say I'm abort mission and just go
Okay.
the other way, but and if, like you say, I'm gonna pray about that thing. If God say stick, we sticking. But if He say set it up, then that's what we gonna do.
Then you getting a home health aid, okay?
Set it up.
What,
Set it up.
what about you,
Listen,
B
I
Wonder?
really have to hear from the Lord. Like, I'm so
Really,
real.
you're
No.
engaged. You hadn't heard
No,
from the
no,
Lord.
but and I look at it from this perspective too, right? Let's say you just got married, and then it's a day after the marriage, like after you got married. Now you are obligated through marriage because these are the vows that you took unto God. So I wouldn't totally leave because like she said.
Well, you
What does that mean?
Well, you couldn't. You're married now.
No, I'm saying far as like just abort and not helping them get situated, like just being a support system.
But not in a
But
relationship.
far as not in a relationship, that would be really hard.
Right.
That would be very hard because
So when you
yes
say
or
that'd be
no?
real hard, yeah, is that yes or no?
Oh, you always on the fence.
I'm
on
not
that
trying
line
to be-
too, though. I'm on that line.
I'm not trying to be on the fence because that can actually be a situation. Like,
But you
It's-
have to be honest. And the reason why I ask these questions is because we really have to be honest with ourselves as to whether we can do something. And I ask these questions. Well, this topic really, or Pink Elephant came up really because there was a gentleman that I was dating at one point in time, and Keisha knows who it is. And he was very selfish, very, very selfish dude. I didn't see it. I, made excuses for him or whatever. But the thing was, we had went to what we call premarital counseling, like before what he called like before the ring, like don't make me go buy this ring first type thing.
Right. Okay.
And so we were having a discussion, and what came up was the fact that at that time it hadn't been too long, but it was long enough to be like, okay, I don't know, because I have my thyroid issue. And so he was just like, honestly, if something happened to you medically, like, I don't know if I really have the mindset to really be there. I don't know if that's something that I can commit to going into the relationship.
Right.
And so he was honest, and though, yeah, it might hurt the other person, but it was a real honest
Reality
answer to
check.
say, hey, I know I can't do this. And of course I was thinking like, well, dude, what if I had gotten a car accident or, anything
Right.
could have happened. And he was just like, I just don't know if I could do that. And so that just, that solidified for me, like the type of individual that he wasn't like a loyal person. Everything was based off of conditions
Right.
for him. But people have to be honest
Exactly.
about
the
that.
You need to
conditions.
know. Yeah.
Right. To say, am I willing to be here for better or for worse?
Right.
And if worse comes, like, can I withstand worse?
Right.
And
And
yeah.
sometimes you don't know a thing till you're
Right,
into a
and that's-
thing,
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like I
That's
can see why
why-
it'd be hard to call, but I don't
Well,
know. For me,
it's-
it's like I know I will be there. I can't do it all by I do know I can't do it all myself, so we will have assistance. But I'm
Right.
not gonna leave you.
Okay.
Like if you my dude, you know what I mean. I'm not gonna leave you.
Okay. Oh, well, that's
But
fair.
But that's why I say, because when you think of proposing to someone, you see them as that. Like, you wouldn't be proposing to them if you didn't feel that they fit that narrative or that wife. So that's why I say it is so hard, because for me, I'm very intentional. I'm a people person. And so just to see someone else who I say I love down and out like that, I have to show that. So I would say, yeah.
Okay.
I would have to, because
Okay.
if I know this is what I want and this is what I feel, I know what God called me to, I have to stick to that no
Okay.
matter what the circumstances are.
Well, that's what's up. And I'm not trying to make y'all say no, I'm not trying to make
No,
y'all
'cause
say
you
no, but I just want to
Right.
be, present
Yeah,
that
exactly.
option there.
And
Okay.
But this is good though,
yeah,
because
it really is.
it
Because for me, the marriage part, I don't even know if I could fathom that part after everything that happened. So would I leave the person just high and dry? That wouldn't happen. I know that for a fact. But
Right.
when we talking about continuing on it with the marriage and all that, that would be something that I would just have to look at, see how that goes.
Okay.
yeah,
Y'all ready for another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
it's getting
So-
deeper and deeper.
Okay. you see how she doing this?
I'll be like, Lord, please don't let that happen ever.
We were just talking about coloring.
you
now
know,
we-
No, right.
for coloring.
And we the
Oh, they
paraplegic. Like,
just
what the
like, hey, They, you need assistance? We call this number.
Okay.
Like, oh my goodness.
Okay, so our next one is you are in a committed relationship for 1 year, unmarried. Things are going great. But
There's always a but
Okay, that's
But-
two drop.
in the back. There
Your-
it is.
but your child does not get along with your significant other.
Oh,
Your significant other has done all they can to build that relationship, but your child ain't trying to hear it. Do you end that relationship?
I would conversate with the child and see what
Why?
the child is feeling. Why? Because sometimes a child has a higher level of discernment than we do because we're close in it. One thing I've like just viewed in my own life, like when it comes to children, like for whatever reason they adapt to me. Like I don't try to be something more. You know what, Keisha?
I'm
Huh?
gonna be good. I'm gonna be
No, you know you ain't. Stop lying. But for me, like I remember random one time in the stores, I was just walking down the aisle. It's like a white kid. He just reaching out like, hey, like what? Am I Black Jesus or something? Like, you know, we started like just conversing and things like that. So a lot of times it may not have anything to do with that person. If that person has done all they could to commute and make the child comfortable, but that is still a conversation. Like, yo, like my child is not comfortable around you. I'm gonna have a conversation with my child first and see
Okay.
what is it that this person makes you feel the way you feel. And
Okay.
if they have legitimate reasons, I don't feel safe. It's not secure for me. Da 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 da.
Okay. Now, just kind of piggybacking off of what you just said, because sometimes kids just don't like what they don't like.
Right.
And they don't have a rhyme or reason to say, hey, I don't like this because I don't have a valid reason. I just don't like them.
If there's no valid reason, I'm not breaking that off. But
Okay.
if there is a valid reason, yeah, I'm breaking that off.
Okay. What about you, Keisha?
I'm pretty much the same. It just depends. Like if you just on some, "Ugh, I don't like you just because you don't like me because you dating my mama, then no, hush. But
Sit down.
yeah, if it's valid, then I'm gonna watch them. You know what I mean? I'm
Right.
gonna watch my child. I'm gonna watch their interaction and just kind of vibe off of that. But am I gonna choose a dude over my child? No. So
Okay.
if it's not working, then I no, because my baby gonna be there forever. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't. If it's something frivolous, then no. But if it's something substantial, then yeah, you might have to go. And another thing, I'm not waiting a year before. You know what I mean? Like we're
That
gonna find
had
that
to
out
be already
early.
within the
You know what
first
I'm saying?
month.
I don't think people should wait when they have kids. I don't think you should like let me date you for a year or two, then introduce you to my child. No.
Right.
Cause y'all can be all in, then that child be like, no, I'm scared of them. Then what?
Right,
You look
right.
crazy. So
That's so true.
Mahogany?
I'm pretty much the same. Knowing, well, you know, Kaylin, she's always been one of those kids. Like from birth, she would either walk up to you or
Yeah.
she getting all the way away. And I'm like,
so she like you or she don't.
she's very, very particular as to even if she doesn't know you, she'll still give that side eye. Like, wait, and I'm like, well, what's going on with them?
Right.
So with her, particularly knowing how she is, if it's
Right.
something that she's not comfortable with, it's a reason why.
Right.
It's
Exactly.
definitely a reason, and I need to have my antennas up
Exactly.
on what's going on.
Yeah.
And another thing, what can help too, is just how you converse with the parent, like how you talk, how you laugh, how you communicate, how y'all vibe. Because
Right.
if they feel safe, if they see y'all feel safe,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
they'll usually feel safe.
Yeah. That's
Usually.
If they on some old Dennis the Menace, just trying to
Exactly. Just trying to sabotage. Just being bad.
you know, sit down and be
Sit
chat.
down. Only your personality. Sit down.
Okay, I got another one for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So you're dining in a very expensive restaurant.
Oh my lord.
The waiter,
Mm-hmm.
now this for the ladies, the waiter tells you that you have a very nice rack
Oh, aren't you for
in front of your
Lord.
significant other.
Lord, my salvation is gone out the window, Lord.
I was about to say I'm gonna start praying for them.
Your significant other says, she does, doesn't she? And he interacts with the waiter. He does not Oh, I'm just gonna be quiet on that part.
He doesn't defend. Go ahead,
I
say
was
it,
just
girl.
gonna say the
defend.
same thing.
He
Like,
does not defend. He
does
just
not
really being.
defend. He does not defend. And so you are appalled. Do you move forward with that relationship, or do you end it if he would be like that with a total stranger?
Oh, they really total strangers.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so I'm not gonna say I'm gonna end it just off of that one thing. Howdy ever.
What made you think that was okay?
Right, like you gonna get a hard check on that one. It may not be in that moment because I don't like to call people out in front of other people, but on the way to that good car.
The good gospel car.
Oh,
Come on.
of truth.
Yes.
That's
and
gonna be
that-
slinging everywhere.
Come on. Because I'm going to let you know, like, that cannot and will not happen again. That's your first and last. So whatever you do after that, that's on you. But I'm letting you know, that's not going to fly with me. You're not going to not defend me and some dude coming at me sideways out their mouth and you just like, kick it. No.
So it was in sheer non-defense, or it was like I'm being funny, because I know my husband, he'll be funny, be like, yeah, she do. She got a nice butt too, don't she?
Non-defense.
Like, okay.
Non-defense.
Non-defense, we can't have that. Like, you got to step up. You got to step up.
Because I'm not going to feel protected.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
and that's what it's about, the protection and just feeling like
You can
I'm
just
out in the open.
random
Anybody
with
can
any-
just, somebody
anybody
just
can
might
just
slap
come
my butt
blatantly.
at that point.
exactly.
And
Then
it's
you like,
okay.
yeah, that was good, wasn't it? Nah.
Right.
Now this question will be one that I'm gonna let you answer.
Okay.
Not so it would be the flip.
Okay.
Female waitress would come up and say, you know, he got a nice set of, you know,
I don't even know if
whatever.
she get it all the way out with me sitting right there.
And
Nah, I wouldn't even entertain.
You got a nice
that.
way.
Hey, right.
You're-
I thought you was gonna say something else. My bad.
your significant other does not say anything.
That would be. I don't. It's hard. I couldn't even say it. I couldn't even see that because I know how most women are protective about their mate when another woman tried to kind of somewhat flirt. So that's kind of hard for me to see. I really don't see it that way.
Well, you just never know.
I'm just, but you never know. I'm not saying that it can't happen, but I'm just saying it's hard for me to see.
Oh, so what? How would,
So-
what would you end it? Yeah.
My response would be, so you thought that I would like, I'm a very private person with that. Like I won't, and we have to have a conversation.
Okay.
And now that can't be okay either, because if somebody else decide to continue to do that and you still think that's okay, then it's going to be an issue down the line. Continuously, because you got to set a standard. Well, not standard, but boundary.
Boundaries, yeah.
And if you don't set a boundary and they still cross that boundary, okay, no.
Because
Because even if this something that is, I don't want to say it's minute, because anything that you feel is disrespectful, it's not minute. So I would say if you don't even care enough about me to say, hey, okay, my bad, I'm sorry, you know, I got caught up.
Right.
Okay, cool, but that can't happen again. We good.
Right.
But if you ain't even trying to, if you're just trying to defend and deflect, nah, we can't.
Okay.
Because it's going to cause problems in other
Because
areas.
that little small disrespect in that
build,
instance can end up being something huge that could cost anybody anything in the next moment.
So that question comes from experience of the guy I was dating at the time. We were out at a mall and we had separated. He went to one store, I went to another store. But then while I was doing my thing, some dude and his friends came up to me. And dude was like, oh, you know, I want to holler at shawty, you know, whatever. And I was just like, no, I'm good. I got a man. Well, don't nobody care about your man.
Don't they
Okay.
Hey, look, they be all the way in
And
with
so
it.
I was just like, no, I'm good. No, thank you. So that was the end of that interaction. Well, later on, maybe about 2 hours later, I was with my boyfriend and his brother. And the other gentleman that I had seen earlier was with his two friends. And
Wow. Here we go.
the guy was just like, the one that was trying to holler was just like, oh, there go that B right there. In earshot of my boyfriend. My boyfriend says absolutely nothing. And I had to defend myself.
No, that's never
So
okay.
therefore, that ended that day. There was no discussion.
On that level, ain't no
There was
I
no
know.
discussion.
No.
That ended that day.
Yes.
And so I never spoke to him again.
No.
But I'm just saying, like, the fact that I felt disrespected was what I was trying to get across, was that if you feel disrespected and your significant other doesn't, say anything or defend you or, do you end it? And for me, I'm out.
Yeah, that was
that was a
over the
different
top.
level
That was whole
than saying
different.
you got a nice rack.
That's like, look,
No.
that's super on a whole nother level. That make you want to get your conceal and carry.
And that's what I was
Because
gonna say.
honestly, that's what it would end up to. Because in this, people don't like to fight no more.
Yeah.
People like to
True.
pick up a gun quick. So it's just like you.
True.
Also, you have to be wise. My thing is, don't just not say nothing and just walk like you ain't heard it.
Right. It's
No,
a way to
check
come
them
back
like,
at
yo,
it,
bro,
yeah.
cool it. Respect my lady. Da 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 da. Long as it's addressed and the guy know how you feel about it.
Right.
Okay. Somewhat of some defense.
Right.
Something.
Something, yeah.
Because you're protecting me at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Like, I mean,
Right.
I got my conceal and carry, and I'm gonna protect
Right.
myself.
Right.
However, if you're standing here, I shouldn't even have to deal
Correct.
At
right.
all.
At all.
Exactly. And that's exactly how I felt. But then I realized what type of person he was after that too. After dude had, called me that, and I had to defend myself. He had walked up to my boyfriend and was like, "Hey, bro, like, what size shoes them J's?" And he told him, he was like, "Oh, it's a size 8." He was like, "Oh,
Ooh,
if
can't
I wore
even
a
say what I
size,
wanna
if I
say.
wore
I
a
really
size
can't say.
8,
You
I'd
know
take
what?
them."
We gon-
I can't
And
even
he
say what I
didn't
wanna
say
say.
nothing, and I was like, "Bruh."
So you really gonna side with this ninja?
I can't even say what I
I'ma
want to
have
say.
Look, I'm gonna have to get this church fan right here.
I know, because I'm
That
like,
done
you
lit me
a
up.
ooh, you a ooh.
I
ain't
just,
gonna say it.
I just
I'm sorry,
was
I had
like,
to come back. I blacked out for a minute, y'all. I'm back.
telling you. Ooh,
But I ended up having a conversation, honestly, with the dude that called me and I ended up having a conversation with him in that same setting to explain to him like how disrespectful he was being. He ultimately ended up apologizing to me,
Right.
but he was like, "Oh, but you got a sucker, dude." Or whatever, and so I just was
And
like,
though you are true,
yeah, you're
I'm
not
not gonna let you know that. I'm not gonna let you know that.
But
I'm not
yeah.
gonna side with you.
But he ended up apologizing to me for, calling me that or
Okay.
whatever. And so, but I still felt like I had to defend myself, and I just was not
Yeah,
having that.
that
So,
should never
Yeah,
be the case.
that is a dishonorable discharge right there. Bye bye. See you later. Kick rocks.
so I think we have to be honest about some of the things that we will or won't accept when it comes to relationships.
Exactly.
And sometimes we don't think about the little things. We just think of, hey, as long
Listen.
as we're happy,
Right.
everything's all good and fine. But
No.
then there are times where there are things that, like Mahogany, you said, something that can be so small could eventually end up being so big, and then it blows out of proportion. So we have to be mindful of the type of things that we allow or accept in our spaces
Definitely.
or whatever. So I absolutely love this particular pink elephant because it kind of makes us think like, where are you? Like,
Exactly.
what
You're right.
would you
Look.
really do?
A lot of little adds up to a whole lot.
It surely
So
does.
it just get there a little longer. let you
so
see
true.
a little quicker.
That
you know
is
what
so
I'm saying?
true.
Like,
That is so true. Well, thank y'all so much for listening to the Life Out Loud podcast. That has been our
Facts.
pink elephant for today. I really appreciate you guys for listening to us and just hearing us talk about our little perspective. Not little perspective, our perspective.
yeah, that was a big perspective. There was nothing
Our-
little about that.
Right. Okay.
our perspectives, and hopefully that
Facts.
you guys will continue to listen in and tune in every single Thursday. But before we get out of here, let's make sure if you want to get in contact with any of us,
Facts.
we want to go ahead and give them your handles real
Listen,
quick.
I need you to respect me by liking my Instagram, subscribing to my YouTube channel, liking my Facebook. Respect goes a long way. I love it. Now, on some serious notes, Twitter and Instagram, official B Wonder, BWONDA, Facebook.com/official Boy Wonder, BOYWONDA, YouTube.com/No Grind No Glory. Check in with the new podcast, the new merch, everything, parodies, films, anything that we got going, we're going to post it there as well. Go ahead and check out the website, www.nogrindnoglory.net. And thank y'all for the love and support because, we all we got.
That's right.
Thanks.
And we know that Keisha V has an Instagram.
But I don't be on it like that.
And if you
but I'ma
want to
start
follow
going.
her,
it's I am Keisha T.
Thank you.
On IG.
Keisha
I got like
T.
2 pictures up, so I like a stalker, but I'm not.
Listen, you better tell them folks about who you
Wow.
Really? Did he put my glasses
He
on?
put the
sure
glasses
did.
on.
You better tell them folks. Don't you be ashamed.
I done already told him, Granny.
Oh my
right,
goodness.
baby.
Oh my goodness. Mahogany, you want to share yours?
I'm Mahogany Roebuck on Twitter. I am Mahogany Nicole on Facebook and Mrs. Mahogany Roebuck on Instagram.
Awesome.
True.
Make sure that you are also subscribed to the LOL with Kiki Simone podcast on YouTube. That's LOL with Kiki Simone, QUIQUISYMONE. You can also follow us on Facebook. Well, not Facebook, on IG. Yeah, that's what it is, on IG.
That's what it is.
LOL with Kiki Simone. And on Facebook, I have Kiki Simone as well as IG Kiki Simone. So make sure that you are listening, liking, subscribing, commenting, all that great stuff, and sharing with your friends and family and whomever you think these podcasts would be good for. Again, we thank you for listening, for tuning in. Make sure that you tune in next week. And until next time, we'll holla.
Peace.
Cook Up Academy.
I know you want it, you looking for it. I know who got it. She talk about it in every EP, leave you Don't nobody ever be on what she be on. This is LOL with Kid.